Buckhouse. We're live. Welcome to live stream. Happy New Year. If you're not watching this live, you know what to do. Listen to it like a podcast. A ton of you guys do that, so that gets me hyped. We also have a podcast. It's linked in the description. I apologize for all the coughs on the stream. I have we've been sick since Christmas Eve, so we're at like 8-9 days of getting just wrecked in my household between boogers, coughing, not feeling good. The family has been through it. Me, the little kiddos, my wife actually has been untouched, but I think that's a mom superpower. But I hope you guys are ready for the 2025 ski season. I hope you guys have some goals. We're going to talk about that. I will say, if you are not watching this live and you want to have more confidence in your 2025 ski season, this will technically be at the end of this winter. But it'll definitely get you ready for the beginning of next winter as well. But it's a summer camp for snowboarding. It's my snowboard camp. It's all inclusive. The purpose of this camp is to build confidence in your snowboarding, whether that's making more confident turns, better ollies, hitting your first boxes or jumps, or going for bigger tricks. My winter adult all-inclusive snowboard camp is the best one out there. There's the link right there. It's in the description for anyone not watching it live. Check out the summer camp. My goal is to try to snowboard again, hopefully. Yes, Austin, that is a huge goal, dude. Let's get you out there. Honestly, I literally just lit my face up, dude. It's a good goal. Come to Whitefish, Montana. I hear it's really good. Sorry, my wife sent me a text. I'm stoked that you're a huge fan of the content. Appreciate that. Day job shredder. Tyler's here too. What's up, JB? Everyone getting sick here in the Midwest too. Yeah, there's obviously, it's crazy how our little tribes work. Everyone gets sick around the same time. My little brother has the same thing we had. We were supposed to film the podcast today. And the moment I got on the phone with him, I was like, "Oh, dude, you got what we had?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dude, we don't have the podcast." It's real. Sorry for the live stream yawn. There's gonna be a couple of those too. It's 9 p.m. in Colorado, which is my bedtime. If you can't tell, my eyes, I'm not high. I don't smoke weed. I'm tired. I was up at 3 a.m. this morning, and here I am at 9 p.m. going live. Oh, Trader Tom's here. Give me 1 second. Since Tom is in the chat, Tom did this really cool thing last year, or 2 years ago, when Pin 20 Battle for First Chair came out. And now he came out with a documentary, which is First Chair Opening Day Dreams, Snowboarding the White Ribbon of Living. It's a snowboard documentary. This one's super rad. I also have, once again, another part in here, which is really cool. Some shots from Snowboard Camp actually made this as well. And if you order an Evolution sticker, boom, going forward, you're going to get a copy of the DVD. I have over 300 in my house right now, which is really rad to have. What happened to my YouTube? I have over 300 copies of these DVDs, and there's more to be picked up. So if you guys order an Evolution sticker, you'll be gifted the DVD thanks to Trailer Tom. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his rad movies. I premiered this the other day on the channel, so I'm sure a bunch of you guys saw it, because it actually is doing, not like it's actually, I mean, it's a good movie, but it is doing super well. Let's see where are we at with that. 5,000 views. Thanks for the plug, JB. Thanks for the $10, Tom. That's his 5th ever donation. Trailer Tom, the guy that just dropped the donation. Check out his YouTube channel, guys. And we were going to get you guys DVDs if you snag an Evolution sticker. Hey, Jonathan, why don't you use the little white Insta360 Go? This one, right here. I use this camera all the time in not snowboarding scenarios. The main reason why is the Insta360 X4 is just better. Like, this is This is a superior camera to this. This is a cool camera, a unique camera. When I'm filming in public and it's awkward. I don't care how much you've been doing YouTube, filming in public is awkward. Having a camera this big is so much nicer than this. Now, you can get some really cool shots with the small camera, but let's be real. The Insta360 X4, not only is the color better, it's 360. This thing's insane. It does the invisible pole. If you guys need an action camera, that X4 is the best one for skiing and snowboarding. The link is in the description, and if you use my link, you will get a free snow bundle with this camera. I think it's still on sale too till the 6th. So it's 15% off right now, which is crazy, and you get the snow bundle. Huge sponsor of the channel. Absolutely love Insta360. But that's why I don't use the Go S, the Go 3S for riding. But if you see any airport, hotel, vloggy, not on the mountain, I'm probably using that camera. My goal is to do a nose butter. Let's go, Carl. You'll get it. Nose butters are so much fun. I've been riding for 8 years. I like to conquer my fears of the park this year. I've done some straight airs and backside or backboard slides, but with not very much speed or confidence. Yeah, Sean, you got to get in there consistently, man. The more you're in there, the more you're trying, and you just get some crash pants. I have some in the description, but get crash pants because inevitably in the park, like even to me to this day, like you're gonna take slams. If you want to be a park rider, you just gotta get comfortable and understand like you will fall in the park. Goals this ski season are to get at least 50 days. I love the day total. Let me know your guys' day totals. I'm also at 11 so far, so I think it's doable. Oh, absolutely. There's so many days left in the season. You'll get the 50. Your JB just got back from a ski trip to Gore. Gore is a really fun place. It's so sick there. Also, please come to my home mountain, McClurley, in upstate New York. All right. I do need to get out east. Me and we're still working on, like, I have some rad trips this upcoming season, but we're still fine-tuning I have a family and kids and stuff, and so fine-tuning and figuring out the best way for me to leave consistently throughout the winter without putting an insane amount of pressure on my wife. So we are working towards that goal every single day. My New Year's resolution is to learn 180 and potentially 360s on skis. Also, how do I do any proper large jumps that are well performed or stable? Any tips? Yeah, so I'm not a skier, but my first tip would be to start snowboarding. Oh no. Bristol woke up. How did she find me? Bobs, are you on the live stream? What are you doing awake? What happened? Daddy. Oh, I know you woke up. You're supposed to be sleeping. Oh, you're so sweaty. Hold on, guys. I gotta be a dad. I know. Come on. I got you. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. She was sleeping and she woke up for the new year. All right, no baby. I got you. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Like I said, we've had a brutal sickness going through our household, and the kids keep overheating and they're sleeping. So like when I picked her up, she definitely like sweated herself awake, with like hot flashes and stuff. So it's so sad, you know. She's like, I just want my dad, and I'm like, oh, obviously I want to just cuddle you, and I'm so sorry, sweetie. But I gotta get this live stream. I'm in this live stream. I just gave her to mommy. She's cuddling mom. Anyone here ski Monarch? I go to Monarch occasionally. Hi, Jonathan. I'm getting some clue bindings. Do you have a discount code? Sadly, the discount codes were eliminated this year, so sadly, I don't have one. Headed to Copper for the first time in the morning. I just forgot. I didn't forget, but it wasn't on my mind. We'll be doing a clue giveaway soon, so be ready for that. It'll be posting. It's 11:13 on the East Coast. We're almost to 2025. Nice. My goal for this season is to land a frontside 180. Let's go. I think I was answering someone's question about skiing. I told them that they should start snowboarding, but in reality, to get more confident on jumps, it's do a motion like a grab or something, and that will definitely help you. So snag any sticker from your store, get the DVD. Yes, amateur snowboarder. If you want the DVD of the first chair documentary, just grab any Evolution sticker. You have to live in the US. If you live in a different country, the DVD won't ship. Also, if there's anyone in here from another country, could you pretty please, you don't have to actually buy a sticker, can you go to my sticker website and let me know if it will let you order a sticker? You don't have to finish the process, just like add it to the cart, see if it allows it. Because of it's obliterated my sticker sales, and we couldn't figure it out. I think my wife figured it out today. But it stopped letting people in other countries order stickers off of the Etsy store. And I have no idea why it did that. And that's a big deal because like 20% of the stickers came from other countries. I've literally shipped a sticker to almost every country in the world. And so, if you want the DVD, there's the link to snag a sticker. But if anyone's in a different country, can you just test that for me and let me know? That'd be huge. Hey, John, what do you think about Sweden in form of resorts? I've never been to Sweden. I can go to resortskimaps.com. You guys can too, and we could see how sick Sweden's ski resorts are. You can sort it by country. So I can go over here and click Sweden, and I can see all the ski resorts. Now I went to Finland, so I was close to Sweden. Never actually went into Sweden, but I'm assuming it's very similar. There's a lot of resorts though. How many are there? 33 resorts in Sweden. So pretty rad, and I'd love to go check it out. Watching your videos gets me pumped for Mount Hood tomorrow. Yes, let's go. Stoked that the videos get you pumped. Once again, sorry for the yawns, the coughs, all that. I've not had a normal week in over a week. We're on day 8 or 9 of just being wrecked. Chris, thanks for that sticker order. You rock. Real quick, because we were talking about Finland, Cardo is the person who took me to Finland. This is that rad radio system comm device that gives you instant communication that I've been rocking with Roman and Bristol on the mountain. If you got kiddos, family members, you need to get the Cardo Pack Talk Outdoor. It's so fun to not only hear them laughing and giggling and doing all that stuff on the mountain, but 2, it really does improve Roman's, like, I can give him instant communication, helping him with his turns and things like that. So I love Cardo, and I love that they took me to Finland. And if you use code Buckhouse, you'll save 10% off. This is in the description. This is a new sponsor of the channel. They're awesome people. I can add the sticker to my cart in Australia. Joel, thank you for looking into that for me. So that's huge. Jack, thanks for ordering an Evolution sticker. We just sold a ton of stickers on those live stream. So rad. Remember, if you do get it, you're gonna get the DVD from Trailer Tom. Day Job Shredder with a $5 donation, dude. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 dono. Keeping the fox alive. JB, the goal is 30 days. I'm already 8 in. Oh, let's go. You're going to crush that goal. You can probably get like 50. Just bump it up to 50. How do you view all the ski resorts in the world on resort ski maps? I think what Kenny did is instead of seeing all of them, oh, you can do it. Yeah, you can do every resort in the world. It bogs down pretty heavily when you do every resort in the world. But you just click, it says resortskimaps.com, and then you can pick your country, your region, everything like that, and you can select every resort in the world. Once again, guys, this is resortskimaps.com, the greatest resort map in the world. Yeah, Tristan's got the sickness as well, man. We're gonna go be sick together and rip copper tomorrow. How's living in Silverthorne? I love it. I really do love living up where I live. It's beautiful. When everyone comes up on the holidays or the weekends like today, it can get pretty intense. And then if it snows like it did and the highway shuts down, it gets a little gnarly, but it's amazing. I'm very blessed. I work really hard to be here, though. It's not hard to stay here, or it's very hard to stay up. I've lived up here for 16 years. Things that make it hard is no one ever stays longer than 3 or 4 years. So your friends are always cycling in and out, which is nice for meeting a lot of people, but it's hard in that aspect. Tom grew up here. He can attest to a lot of stuff. It's very expensive up here, not just in the sense of like everything's a little bit more expensive, gas, food, whatever, but like me and my wife would love to buy a house. I rent the house that I'm in. We'd love to buy a house, but that's seems like an impossible goal, especially with the way everything's going right now. But I work every single day towards it. I set goals and I go for it. I can share my goals after I say, Bagel Snow with a $2 donation. Didn't write anything, but thank you so much for that $2 donation. I appreciate it. And then Cloudsy with a $1 donation. That was Bagel Snow's first ever donation. Cloudsy with his third ever donation. Thank you so much, guys, for the $1, the $2. The stuff adds up so much, guys. I cannot say thank you enough for the donations. A lot of things have shifted over I've been doing YouTube for 9 years now, and for 6 years as a living, and AdSense pay is different. Even the amount of donations that come is different. All that type of stuff. So like, I cannot say how much I cannot thank you enough for $1 here, $2 there. It really adds up. It really does help me do this for a living. So thank you so much for those donations. I do have Venmo and Streamlabs pinned as well if you want to drop a donation on those, especially if you're gonna do a larger one. I get 100% of those donations. Where with these super chats, YouTube will gladly take their 30% of the donation. Teach my 5-year-old daughter to board this year. Let's go, Mike. So sick. Just go with the flow, especially at 5. You just got to go with their flow. It's my advice. Snow Creek would be sick. Are you going down to Hoedown Hill when they open? That was a fun way to start off the 2024 season at the grand opening of Hoedown Hill. That's right, Tom. I don't know if they announced their opening day yet, but I love working with those dudes. I don't know if I'll go down for their opening. A lot of it depends too on what if Roman's back in school or not. Because Hoedown Hill is like the spot for Roman. But hopefully if they open with a little bit of park features. I also gotta see if Hoedown Hill's gonna give me that same sponsorship they gave me last year. Do you film in me mode on the Insta360 or just 360 mode? I have one, and I headed to Purgatory in a few weeks. So it depends on what I'm filming. Me mode is good, and I will use it sometimes, but I actually film a lot in 360 for kind of just like the YouTuber aspect of I never know what's going to happen, and I make a lot of content. So it does suck having to reframe everything, but I've had instances where like a bird pops out of the snow, things like that, where if I was filming in me mode, I probably would have missed it. And so I just film everything in 360 because I never know what's going to happen to me, what's going to happen to Tristan, things like that. Sometimes the homies get wrecked around you, and you can get that shot because you were in 360. So I tend to do everything in 360, but I've also done days where I filmed most of the day in me mode. So if I was going to do carving and not leave the ground, I'd probably do more me mode. If I'm in the park and I want to do 360s and 180s and all types of stuff, I'm going to film in 360. Or if I'm on like big mountain stuff. Because sometimes too, like the environment will interact with you. I've had like moments where I've caused a mini slide like to the side of me, and I like want to film that slide, but I also want the shot of me riding what I was riding, so I can like reframe it twice, where like one's getting me and then one's filming the environment of it falling apart around me. So, what goggles you be rocking? Kuno Optics, my goggle sponsor. We get the Nimbus series. I think they kept the Buckhouse ones up on the website. I don't know if they're fully sold out yet or not, but yeah, Kuno Optics is the best goggles in the game. If you need ski goggles, I'm gonna grab the link for you. Everything's in the description. Sometimes it's easier for me to just grab the link and share them. But I use code Buckhouse and you'll save 10% off. See goggles. I need to give those dudes a hard plug on short form. I live in West Point right now, next to Victor Constant Ski Resort. I have been there. Victor Constant. They had some park features. They weren't really set up, but we still hit them. It was a fun day. The little lodge at the bottom is actually a really cool vibe. Complete all the hike twos in Telluride. I would love to do that. I'd love to go like get a weekend at Telluride and be able to go knock out all the hike to terrain. Like really, really, really ride everything they have. That would be sick. Cam the man. We're going to Copper tomorrow, Cam. I don't know where you're going, but it would be sick to ride with you. You come out to a Great Peak in Cortland, New York. I would love to get to Great Peak. If you go to Copper tomorrow, you should go to the Tucker. They opened 2:30 today from the storm. I got rope drop on it. Oh, the Tucker. Is that? I'm assuming that's a section on the mountain. Okay, good to know. That's one of my issues with Copper is it takes so long to open up stuff, especially after a storm. Like opening up at 2:30, it's like, what took you so long? The resort opened at 8. I'm joking. What do I think of Snow Basin? It was a ton of fun. I'd love to get back out to Snow Basin because I went on a kind of a meh day with Austin, who was in the chat earlier. It's the first time I met him. He helped me film. Appreciate that, dude. I'm getting clues and would like to know what board works best for them. Any snowboard. Any snowboard works great with clues. My favorite snowboard, though, is a Burton Custom. So if you're in the market for a snowboard, I got the Burton Custom linked in the description. I'll be a nice guy. I'm going to grab it for you. Ooh. If you guys want the best snowboard in the game, here's the link right here. Snag yourself. Do you guys yourself a favor. Get a Burton Custom. You can thank me later. Your bank account won't thank me, but you'll thank me. What do you think is better, clue step-ins, or burn? I like the clue step-ins better because when you step in, you step forward. You're not stepping backwards like you do with the burn step-ons. I also love having straps so I can really strap myself in. I love that I can use any different boot with the Clues, where the burn step-ons you have to use Burton boots. Obviously, I know DC and I think 32 announced that they're going to make boots that will fit in the burn step-ons, but what I'm trying to say is I think Clues are more versatile. And the nice thing with Clues, if you don't want to run them as step-ons, you just run them as normal bindings. If you don't want to run the burn step-ons as step-ons, you're out of luck. I'm going to yawn, guys. I'm normally in bed by now. I was like, you know what? A later night live stream for New Year's will be sick. It is sick. I'm not high, I swear. I've never smoked in my life. I am just exhausted, sick, and man, the kids, because the kids are sick, they've been super needy. So, I'm the cuddler. I'm like, oh, come here, God. Not that my wife is not cuddly. I'm just the kids cuddle up into me. Trying to learn rails before I go to Keystone on February 13th. Any tricks or tips for rails? Yeah, I have videos for you. The videos are on my How to Snowboard playlist. I have tons of videos on how to hit rails and jumps and boxes. So I'm gonna go to playlists. I'm just gonna grab the whole playlist and share it with you. The first video is how to 50-50 a box or rail. Now I made this 5 years ago. I'm a much better coach now. I got some newer versions of the videos. But boom, there you go. Go check out the How to Snowboard playlist. Learning your first jumps, learning your first boxes, learning how to S-turn, learning your first turns. There's over 160 videos in that playlist on how to get better at snowboarding. Supermatics got stuck. Supermatics got stuck when I rode them. I have a pair of Supermatics. I need to get out and test them. The park at Victor is big. At Victor Constant? Victor Croissant, I think is what we called it. Oh no, your whole family's sick too? Whatever this cold thing is, it just lasts forever, man. Fat Monkey, I appreciate it. Any park. I don't think he's talking to me. Thanks for moderating, Tristan. It was amazing before I got hot. They had amazing coverage and glad they were open too. Let's go. I think for my biggest 2025 goal, it's not like hitting subscriber count. It's not a day count. It's, if I had to pick, I just want to do something really new on my snowboard. I don't know what that new thing is, but that's when I'm the most excited with snowboarding, is when something's like new. And we're getting out of the early season, but sometimes with the early season, it could feel long. Right now, the early season feels like it's flying by, but I've got to do really cool things, new things, like go to Finland. But I would definitely love to do something new on my snowboard. It's hard to have a goal when you don't know what it is, but new things, whether that's new tricks, new places, Yeah. Have you ever been to Wolf Creek, an hour off Pagosa Springs? I have. I went twice early season. You gotta go check out the earlier videos this year. I have been to Wolf Creek. Day job shredder. Ba, 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 ba. Hey JB, I know you strictly answer 360 cameras, but we love your honest opinion on these selfie drones that follow. Well, the first thing is you can't use them on ski resorts. So for 90% of the consumers, if not 99% of them, you can't actually use them because you're not supposed to fly drones at ski resorts. Also, that's a very high risk for yourself because if you are flying that little thing and it has a hiccup and it does hit someone, you're responsible. They reached out to me. They didn't accept my brand deal rate, so I don't know. I've used a lot of drones in the past, and this is the biggest issue. And I don't know if it'll work with these guys, these little ones. This is what happens with follow cam drones. This is the drone. Here's the snowboarder. Okay, I'm the drone. We're the snowboarder at the top of the mountain. Okay, snowboarder starts going down the run. Drone starts following. Snowboarder goes down the run. Drone's following. Oh no, snowboarder's way down here. Drone's way up here. The drones that do follow cam don't descend. They just go forward or backwards, which works great for skateboarding, biking, things like that, where you're not really going down. But with snowboarding, you go down fast. The drone stays up high. So that's my honest opinions about follow cams, drones, and if they'll work and things like that. So. Going this year, I watched the video. What's your opinion on the ski area? Oh, what was your first message? Because I don't know what ski area you're talking about. I don't see. Yeah. Front 9 this year would be sick. I gotta get the front 7s better. I want to have good jump stuff. I want to jump without a camera in my mouth. Luke, thanks for the first ever donation from you. The $5. I appreciate it. Hey, JB, any tips on learning backside board slide 270 out? Holy smokeronies. That was like the last trick tip I did last season. So I absolutely, positively, Luke, have that for you. Thanks for that $5 donation. Blam, that video right there. I just threw it in the link in the chat. That is a full-blown 3-minute, 30-second breakdown of how to stomp that trick. Bro, I got really fast on moguls and lost control and banged my head on ice, snow. My head still hurts. It was a huge crash, dude. Moguls will get you. That is, I've been tossed in some moguls a couple times. Whenever it happens, I always like to post, like, this is why snowboarders hate moguls, and people get so mad at me. Oh, Wolf Creek. Got it. I watched the videos. What's your opinion on the ski area? Okay, so Wolf Creek is steep, and then it's really flat. And it's flat for a long time. So it's fun. It gets a lot of snow. I wish the terrain was a little better. I'd love to explore Wolf Creek, like the further side, like the further back stuff on a sunnier day. I've only been able to ride the really further stuff when it's like puking and you can't see anything. So I'm sure if I could see better, I would ride it better. You should make a collab with the YouTube channel, The Sickos. That would be sick. A lot of the stuff those dudes do, I have no interest in, like kayaking down the mountain, things like that. But if the opportunity presents itself to meet those dudes, I'm sure we'll cross paths at some point. Rad guys, love their thumbnails, love their video ideas. and they clearly put in a lot of work. So stoked for their success. How'd you find your passion for snowboarding? I would argue I didn't find it. It found me, if that makes sense. Like, I was 11 and I got invited to go snowboard with the older radder dudes in the church, and I was like, "What? Like, you want to take me snowboarding?" And I thought it was like the coolest thing. I also grew up at the time where like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was the thing. 1080 came out. Like, I got to watch like peak snowboarding, like at least competitive snowboarding and videos and all that type of stuff. So like it wasn't even so much that like, oh, like I just want to snowboard as much as like I thought snowboarders were the coolest dudes on the planet. And I wanted to be a cool dude. So I needed to be a snowboarder. It was like my little kid brain. And I became a snowboarder, and then I was like, yo, I really like this thing called snowboarding. It challenges me, it pushes me, it frustrates me, it stokes me out. It gives me all the physical and mental challenges that I want in an activity. And I locked in. And now I can go every single day, and I love it. I love snowboarding so much. I'm most trying to work on my air control, work on my confidence hitting kickers, and get my methods and grabs. Repetition. It's like you want air awareness, you want control, you want confidence. There's little things you can do, like be in the right body position, do a grab in the air, things like that. But it comes down to attempt after attempt after attempt. Just hit it as much as you want. I've collabed with Casey in the past. I'm sure if our paths once again crossed. It's hard with snowboard collabing. I think we all kind of figured that out as we did it earlier in the creation of the snowboard vlogging and content and stuff. The first couple years we would meet up and collab, and people didn't like most other channels. They collab, they see huge growth. With snowboarding, we collab, there's not much huge growth. And those collab videos are either like, we only get so many runs on the mountain. So then all of a sudden it's like, well, you take the footage and I'm gonna take the footage, and we're gonna make the same video with the same riding with it just different editing. And yeah. I have not snowboarded with Snowboard Jesus yet. He rides for Clue, so I'm sure Clue will do something where our paths will cross. Same thing with Half Cab King. I met Bailey or Big Bales or whatever. I've not met that Ryan kid yet. There's a lot of new like short form content creators that have done incredible and absolutely blown up that I haven't met because their rise, like Snowboard Jesus and Half Cab King and stuff, are like, from what I can see, whatever, their short form rise was like super quick. So if you have to pick your favorite POW day resort in Colorado, what would it be? Probably Breck or Keystone. Telluride. Crested Butte. Buck, any tips for hitting bigger jumps? Because I can only hit like 20-foot jumps. Also, tips for jumping on your toe side edge. Well, every straight air, you should be slightly on your toe side edge. For rotating on your toe side edge, just make sure you don't lean over as you're going off. It'll cause you to drift really hard. To go from like 20-foot jumps to like 30, 40, 50, like those bigger ones, getting a crew helps a ton. People that want to also hit really big jumps and be scared with you. The other thing is like following someone in so you know you got the speed right. And the bigger the jumps to get, the bigger your cojones need to be. And you just got to know, like, I'm taking risks. I'm taking big risks now. and you just got to go for it. As for like the skill range, it's going to be the same skill as it does with a 20-foot jump. It's just bigger. How can I get better at my goofy foot? Lyndon, you just got to ride switch. Guys, it's as dumb as this sounds. You want to get better at something, practice it. You want to be a better switch / goofy shredder, just snowboard switch and goofy more. If you want to get better at jumps, just hit more jumps. If you want to get better at boxes, go hit a bunch of boxes. And know you're gonna fall. If you're learning switch, you're gonna fall. If you're learning how to hit jumps, you're gonna fall. If you're learning how to hit rails, you're gonna fall. If you're learning how to snowboard, you're gonna fall. Everyone falls when they're learning. So when you take an action sport and you put in progression and wanting to improve, you know, like here's your action sport, here's your level, and I want to get to here. And well, in this in between are a lot of falls, and you're gonna take a lot of slams. You just gotta get comfortable with it. You gotta get comfortable with knowing you're gonna take some slams. These are Kuno Optics. This is my goggle sponsor. They're linked in the description. Use code Buckhouse. You'll save 10% off the goggles. Best goggles in the game. What up, man? Tanner, I met you today. Happy New Year. Let's go, Tanner. Or I said Tanner, it's just T. What up, T? Were you one of the dudes that was helping with rails? Yeah, I'll be hitting like 20-foot jumps out of the trees that are side hits. Oh. I mean, a 20-foot side hit is way different than 20-foot like kicker, like a wedge. But yeah, same thing. Love my Kuno's best transition lenses I've ever had. Let's go, day job shredder. Bro, come to Mount Bohemia, January 27th. We have a spot to stay on the mountain. No way. 27th. I think I leave. We have the 27th and 28th. I'll be in Revelstoke. So I'll be up north, more north than I am now. But I'll be in Revelstoke at, where is it? Dun, 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 dun. There's an all-inclusive winter Revelstoke trip for anyone interested. Here's the link for that. This trip is insanely cheap. For 5 days of all-inclusive snowboarding at Revelstoke. I need to verify that I'm a human for this website to load. Boom. Okay. I will be out there the first 2 days. I couldn't do the full week. But if you wanted to go, there's the link and you could be there for the full week. The goal is to what am I trying to say? The goal is to do a all-inclusive camp next year. So go out with these dudes, figure it out. It's like that you love the mustache. But check out that link right there if you want to go to Revelstoke. It's gonna be or if you want to go on a snowboard trip. That might be one of your cheapest options for a snowboard trip, especially one to Canada. Kind of an out there question, but what do you do for fun besides snowboarding, rock climbing, hiking, wakeboarding, socializing? What is your jam? Appreciate it. My jam is hanging out with my wife and my kiddos. In the summertime, I love wakeboarding. I love skateboarding. I love summerboarding. But I make like a lot of my like fun is making these videos. You know, if I'm going wakeboarding, I'm going to be making a video. If I'm going skateboarding or mountain biking, I'm going to be making a video usually when I do it. My fun is watching football with my wife. That's one of my favorite things to do on the planet. Hanging out with the kids, whether we're building Legos, playing board games, wrestling. I'm in that stage right now. My son's 7 and my daughter's 3. So I got the kiddos. I used to be a heavy gamer, but I gave that up as I started building this career and had my own business. And I might sneak in a little bit of video gaming once a month, maybe. But it's hard. I get to do my favorite thing for a living. It's so nice. Like I leave work, or I leave for work at 8 a.m. I take Roman to school and then I go to the mountain. And then I work, meaning I go snowboarding from 9 to whenever I want to be done for the day. Usually it's like 2 or 3. Usually it's 2. And then I go sit in my car and I like rip the clips and post the shorts, or I get my edit done that I didn't get done, or do emails or whatever till Roman's out of school. I pick him up and then we head home, and it's rad. And I get home and I'm not like, oh man, I worked all day. Like, what do I need to do? It's like, no, like I went and like I did what I wanted to do today. Like I got to snowboard, and when I go snowboarding, I get to do the snowboarding that I want to do, whether that's park riding or backcountry or snowmobiling or skinning. That's really rad. So that helps with the like, oh, like what activities do I need? Like, thankfully, I get so fulfilled from my job that when I come home, I can just be, other than the job. Recently, especially since we've been sick, the job's been leaking into like the later parts of the day, and I hate it so much because then like Bristol's like, let's do this, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta like post these shorts, so I gotta do this. But once Roman's back in school, once we're not sick, things like that, I can get my work done so that I can be present and give people proper time and attention. On board, dude. Thanks for the $5 donation. You rock. Hey JB, you look tired. Been loving your videos. What's your favorite part about Angel Fire? Keep crushing on the vids. I am exhausted, by the way. Thanks for the $5 donation. Angel Fire is sweet. My favorite thing about Angel Fire is my buddy Chris James has a condo there that you guys can rent. If you check out my Angel Fire video, it's linked there. But I think the park setup is sick. It's got its own chairlift. So if you want to get better at park riding, Angel Fire is a great place for that. It's got that cool little bar above the park as well. I like the small mountain vibe. It is so small in Angel Fire. I think it's sick. And then Red River is not that far away either. So I'm a big fan of that area. I'd love to go back, hang out with Chris James, get it. Where do you get your backyard park rails? I met a mountain man named Chris Nabel, and as long as I provide the steel, he'll create me rails. So we made them. I bought raw material, and Chris welded them up for me, and we sanded them and painted them, and Cody helped make a bunch of rails in the past. Like, we made our rails. They're like legit rails. Do you have a video of you skiing? I do. If you go to my channel, it's actually, I have a couple of videos of me skiing. They're some of my most viewed videos. Just go to like the most viewed section. Dude, I game it all the time. I get it. I used to live that life. I love it. I could sit down, turn on an Xbox, and sit in front of that thing all day. I totally could do that. I don't do that anymore. But when I was younger, that's what I did. I used to competitively play Halo. Tips for overcoming sticky rails. My mountain in Cascade, Wisconsin, notoriously sticky rails. Oh, I'm aware. If you can, I know it's a little different in the Midwest because their sun's not like Colorado, but if we have sticky rails in Colorado, we take snow and we put the snow on top of it, and then the sun will melt it and it'll get wet, and a wet rail is a slick rail. So if they're not waxing the rails properly, add some water water your rails and they'll slide better. I'm not snowboarding in New England yet. Buck, when are you gonna come to Great Peak? I don't know. I need to get out east, guys. It's hard with the kiddos, and I'm getting all these really rad trip to Italy, trip to Revelstoke, Canada, trip to Austria. I'm getting all these sponsored trips out of country, which are sick. I got to take advantage of these opportunities. And so when I go to Austria, that takes a United States trip away, if that makes sense. But while I have the opportunity to go to Austria, I'm going to do that for sure, you know. And I'll get my United States out. I know I have to go to ride every resort in the United States. But while my kiddos are young, my wife gets a lot on her plate when I take off for a long period of time. I'm doing my best to try not to, you know, like I leave for Austria, that's a 13-day trip. It's a long time I'm gone. It's a lot on the family. So when I come back, I'm not trying to like go like immediately leave to the East Coast. You know, I'm trying to let my wife decompress. And Bristol's in like the sweetest stage right now. All she wants is dad. She'll tell me all the time, like, she'll be like, Dad, don't leave me again. Never leave me. I'm like, Bristol, stop. Like, you're breaking my heart, Clara. So, well, I'll get out there, guys. I have a long snowboard career ahead of me. We're going to ride every resort in the United States. I'm going to keep making rad content for you guys for many, many, many years to come. Come out with really rad products and stuff. So it's just timing. I did this really cool thing when I was like, oh, I'm going to be a content creator. Also, I'm starting a family at the same exact time. If you want to be a content creator, I maybe recommend not maybe doing that. I couldn't imagine if I didn't have the family responsibilities on top of everything I'm doing. I'm not complaining or anything. Like, also, like, being a content creator gives me a lot more time with my family. You guys will know, though, when you start having kids and have a wife and things like that, it's a lot. What are the must-buy equipment for someone's first snowboarding season? Goggles aren't a bad one. You don't want to show up with sunglasses. If you're going to be going consistently, your own pair of boots. Not so much your own snowboard, but having your own boots would be huge. Like, you could rent a board all the time. But, like, I'd get a pair of boots over board and binding. If you can get board, binding, and boots, go for that. But what you wear first. Goggles, a helmet, good outerwear, boots, snowboard bindings, other things. Six minutes till the ball drops. Do we hang tight for the ball drop? Can you even watch that on YouTube? Tom Grassi is doing a ball drop live stream. I guess my question is, do I watch the ball drop with you yahoos? Or do I go the next 5 minutes and spend it with my wife for the ball drop? They got some person singing right now. What do you think about LibTech Skate Banana? I think the Skate Banana is a washy board, unless you're really into buttering and stuff. I don't think it's the greatest board out there. You'll see the tourists wear jeans. Taylor, I agree. The wife probably. Let's do a countdown. 3 minutes. All right, guys. I'm going to. I actually am going to go give my wife a New Year's kiss. And thanks for jumping on the stream. Don't forget the Insta360 camera, the Cardo. We got more content coming your guys' way. Thanks for jumping on the live stream. Where can you get an Evolution sticker? Linked in the description, but don't worry. I will also throw you the link. If you buy the Evolution sticker, get the free movie. Tristan, I'll see you tomorrow at Copper. Cam, I hope you're at Copper. Happy New Year's, guys. Get out there, shred. Thanks for the donations on the live stream. And I cannot wait to not be sick anymore. Happy New Year, dudes. Peace.